Hello everyone, this is Misha from Made Up Research, and today we're gonna be doing a makeup empties video. If you're not familiar with this format, I just go through my trash, and I do have quite some trash, and I just tell you quick reviews on all the products that I'm going through. And these have been haunting me for a very long time because I just wasn't able to film this video, so I finally want to get rid of them. That's why we're sitting here today, so that I can finally clean up my closet. We do have a lot of products. I do have a ton of mascaras and primers. I don't know how is that possible, but those are the products I go through the most. So let's start off with these. First we have the Arrival Loves Me Primer Matte and Poreless. If you don't know this one, it is like a creamy jelly, slightly tinted green primer, which is actually quite nice, like everyday slightly mattifying primer. It is not super matte or blurring or anything like that. However, I feel like it made my skin kind of more even due to the tint, and also not super shiny because it was slightly mattifying, not drastically. If you have like super oily skin, I'm not sure this is gonna help you, but for me, as like a combo normal skin girly, it was pretty good. Another primer we have is the Essence Poreless Partner Primer. This one was supposed to be mattifying, blurring with niacinamide, and also non-comedogenic. Honestly, I've been loving Essence primers when it comes to the poreless ones, and this one was just great. It was like a very lightweight gel, kind of mattifying, kind of blurring. You mostly see the effect when you put on the makeup. And also, I love niacinamide, so this was just a perfect, match for me. And I love Essence primers in general, so I feel like they're never a true miss. It's usually either a true hit or just kind of like, I can use it up, I don't really care. This one was kind of in the middle. I was using for it a lot. That's why it's in the trash in the used up products pile. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy it. Speaking of Essence though, I also have their Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. This one was kind of on the edge between their skincare line and makeup line. It did have hydrating watermelon base and niacinamide. So you have, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, all this kind of stuff. It was slightly tacky on the skin. It was nice and hydrating. I did really like it. I don't think it did a lot for my pores or for the glow. You can tell this was supposed to be like a Glow Recipe dupe, but I did like it. Nice, lightweight, simple primer. Nothing to complain about. Next, I have two primers from Catrice. We have the Perfector Poreless Blur Primer with niacinamide again, and the Catrice Hydrator Plump. I cannot speak anymore. And the Catrice Hydrator Plump and Fresh Primer with aloe vera. These two are part of like a whole revamped primer line, which I don't think is available anymore. But also, Catrice does really good primers. So both of these were nice. The hydrating one maybe a little bit more. It was like a lightweight jelly. Hydrating nice, synced in well, worked well with makeup, but didn't really help with any summer sweating. And the Perfector wasn't too bad, but it was one of those like slightly silicone-y, drier gels. And I wasn't just a big fan of that. It was pilling on me sometimes with some foundations, sometimes not. So I wasn't like the biggest fan of this one. Then we actually have one eye primer. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Amplifying Eye Primer in the shade Invisi Pink. They do have just one shade. I don't know why they call the shade a name. However, this was such a nice primer. I don't see many people rave about this at all, and I'm not sure why, because it's such a nice base. It is very slightly tinted, so maybe if you have like very veiny eyelids, it's not going to be for you. But it does give you like the slightest bit of tint, a very nice light and slightly sticky base. Just perfect for, your eyeshadow. You have to like blend it out first to get a very nice even layer. But once you do, you have some moving time and it becomes very tacky, very sticky, very good for eyeshadow placement. So I was a great fan of this one. I would say it was worth every penny. Next, we have a concealer. This is the Jefree Star Cosmetics Magic Star Concealer in the shade C6. And I think I already said it at some point. This is one of my favorite concealers. What I don't like about it is the super bulky packaging because I cannot really travel with it, even though I love it and it does look cute. But the formula of this is so good. Especially considering like how old the formula is. This concealer launched so long ago, but still it's one of my favorite formulas because it's lightweight, it stretches so far, it's super high coverage, and it's not too matte. So what's there not to like? It's such a good concealer. And now I have like a whole section just for mascaras. I don't know how did this happen, but I use up so many mascaras. Let's start off with the more expensive ones. I'm gonna start off with this one. This is the Sweed Pro Lash Lift Mascara. I bought this in Sweden and it has the funniest brush. It's like a teeny tiny hairbrush. and this was so good. For my lashes that are very thick and heavy and in many layers that like to point down, this was so great. It just pushed up the lashes well and held them up there. Like the formula was actually pretty effective for me and I love it, but it was very expensive and I don't think I'll be purchasing it again. Then I have the Tartelette tubing mascara. That's a lot of T's, which might be one of my favorite mascaras I have ever tried. This is such a nice mascara. I do love tubing mascaras in general because I feel like they hold my lashes better. And this one in particular, even the brush, it's like this kind of very spiky cone, but it's not too spiky. So if you get too close to your eye, you're not going to poke yourself in the eye. And it's very soft, very flexible brush. So I just liked everything about this, but again, quite pricey. But I did quite like it. I would consider purchasing this again. And same thing about this one. This is the KVD Full Sleeve Mascara. This one is also a tubing mascara. I was on a roll there. And this one has like also a very funky brush that is actually like made out of little almost like corkscrews that were supposed to really like grip your lash and, you know, stretch it. And I think it worked actually pretty well. I like this a lot, especially like the first few months. This was amazing. Then it kind of wore off as it started drying out, but I would still recommend it very much. I think this is a wonderful mascara. Would I buy it again? Probably yes. The last high-end mascara that I have here is the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara. Now listen, nothing about this mascara worked for me. I don't really like the packaging. The formula is very wet. It was like gluing my lashes together. It didn't give me any volume, any length, nothing. It was transferring like crazy. Like I had mascara everywhere when I wore this. Like this really did not work for me so much. So now I know that volumizing mascaras that are not waterproof or tubing are just not for me at all. This was just a failure in so many ways. I would not recommend it unless, I don't know, by some magic it suits you, but I really didn't like it, I'm sorry. Next, I have 3 drugstore mascaras. First is the Catrice Boost Up Volume Lash Boost Mascara. This is like a lash serum / mascara in one. It was actually a very nice mascara. It was mostly supposed to be like volumizing, but I also found it very nice in terms of length of my lashes. The effect wasn't like all day lasting, but I still liked it a lot. And it did have a nice brush, like very thin, very not sharp, again flexible one. For people like me who like to stab themselves in the eye, perfect. Actually very good mascara. And then I have this one from Essence. This is the Call Me Queen Dramatic Fall / Effect Mascara. I think this was supposed to be kind of like the final form of their princess mascaras. No, this is not good. This is in fact very bad. Didn't work for me at all. The brush, oh my god, let me show you. The brush is so spiky. The spikes are so big. Like, no, it's too short, too spiky, too thick. You cannot get near your eye. It sucks. I hated it. Not even worth the little money you pay for it. And the last one I have is also from Essence, and this is the Maximum Definition Waterproof Volume Mascara with, again, a flexible brush. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Maybe I should learn from this when I purchase my next mascara. But again, this is one of those like cone brushes with very soft, short bristles, and it does bend. It does bend so well. And this is the waterproof version of the mascara. I did actually really like this because it did hold my curl up so well. So 100% all for this one. This is a great mascara. The normal one is red or like dark orange, and it's also a very good one. So definitely would recommend these. And the last but not least, we have the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. It's been laying in my closet for a while. And this is, first of all, a huge setting spray. Like, you get such good value for your money. It's not too expensive either. And it is supposed to promise you 16-hour wear. Listen, I'm not sure how effective it was in terms of that. I feel like I have other setting sprays from the drugstore that did work a lot better for me in the past. But still, it melts the makeup nicely together. I think I bought this because somebody was recommending it online. And I cannot say it wasn't good, but I wasn't blown away either. And that was it. That was the little makeup empties video I had prepared for you. And that is all that I have in the makeup department now. Like this video if you like these little flash reviews, and subscribe if you want to see more. And you can also check out the playlist where I keep my other videos where I give you many reviews on many products in a very short time. So I will see you in the next one. Bye!